Oh, we're not going yet. Here we are. Hey, welcome back. Oh, I'll do it again. So I did say in the last episode, episode 3, we're now on episode 4, that we're going to be bringing in Explosion back, and we're going to be taping it like TNA Impact. That's what I've done. I've made Explosion an exclusive show for the Knockouts and the X Division, like I've done in the past with these series. I'm not going to do that with the other series, but this series, Explosion, is going to be exclusively for Knockouts and the X Division. And in pre-spread Little Heat and Embarrassing Wrestling, Sienna defeated Raquel in 10-17 by the cutthroat. Raquel night 13, Sienna 26. That is a pre-show match, so it doesn't really matter. In an abysmal pre-show match, Casija defeated Mongo in 10-23 by the Midnight Express. Magno got a in-ring 4-17. Casija got a 24. Got a 16. Good job, it's on the pre-show. Thank you, Billy Ray. And in the pre-show match, Tail Wrestling Assistant Crowd Heat Rosemary defeated Winter in 14-39 by People's Olympic Slam. She's here on a one nightly deal, but will be making a full to return to TNA Wrestling next week when I hire her, which will be 2 weeks' time because we're doing two tapings of this and 2 tapings of Impact tonight. So yeah, we're doing 4 tapings from East Side Canary Casino, which is in Vegas. Woo! And we open straight up on Explosion into X Division action. And in a battle that D-Smash the crowd with Subpar Wrestling, Caleb Connolly defeated Braxton Shudder in 7:56 by pinfall the inverted overdriver. Caleb Connolly 34, Braxton Shudder got a 31. I'm really tempted to make him Suicide. I'm really tempted to bring Suicide character back, and I have a plan for that. I get a 36. Not bad. In about Little Heat and Embarrassing Wrestling, Marley Bell defeated Jade in 8:01 by Panther House Bell. Marley Bell 14, Jade at 27, got a 25. Yeah, that was a bad match. Let's move on. And then we see the invasion in the locker room, and Spud is pacing back and forth, and he's a bit annoyed. He's like, look, TNA can move the X Division to Explosion. That's not going to stop us. Okay, I'm second in command, and Doug is not here tonight. Look, we need to fight. We need to invade TNA Impact. Not yet, but we'll bind our time, and we'll kick it into full gear soon. And in the main event tonight, it will be Rockstar Spud, Pete Dunne, and Zack Sabre Jr., members of the X Division, in action. In a terrible match, Pentagon Jr. and Andrew Everett defeated Mark Andrews and Will Ospreay in 8:14 when Pentagon Jr. pinned Will Ospreay with the top rope Star Slash. Andrew Everett 26, Pentagon Jr. 36, Will Ospreay 31, Mark Andrews 31. Got a 35. Not bad. As I say, this is all about building the stars. It's a B show, so I'm not too bothered about ratings. In a terrible match, Ali, Awesome Kong, Laura Van Ness and Maria Kanellis defeated Kira Hijo, Io Shirai, Gail Kim and Brandy Rhodes in 8-5 and Awesome Kong pinned Kira Hijo with a flying splash. Okay, flying splash, that's a bit. Brandy Rhodes 13, Gail Kim 46, Io Shirai 36, Kira Hijo 27, Maria Kanellis 23, Laura Van Ness 13, Awesome Kong 38, and Ali 24. Got a 36. And we've got our main event being hyped up here as Pete Dunne, Zack Sabre Jr. and Rockstar Spud will take on DJZ, Marufuji and Amazing Red. And in a poor match, DJZ, Amazing Red and Marufuji defeated the British Invasion, Zack Sabre Jr., Rockstar Spud and Pete Dunne in 18:01 when Marufuji pinned Rockstar Spud. Pete Dunne 22, Rockstar Spud 41, Zack Sabre Jr. 43. Marufuji got a 33, Amazing Red got a 30 and DJZ got a 38. I will be making a pre-booking here. After his win, he gets a match next week on Explosion, which is being taped immediately after this episode of Explosion. And then we're doing the Impacts, the 2 hour. So that means I feel sorry for the fans tonight. They've got, 2 hours of Explosion to sit through and pre-shows. Yeah, they'll be fine. Let's not worry about the fans. It's a game. It's a game, and I'm sure we'll be giving them breaks and teas during the intervals. Oh, it's not British wrestling, is it? You're not going to get an ice cream all of a sudden. That's what you go to the theatre for, and you get your free ice. It's the interval when the ice cream truck comes out. One of the things about theatre, when the interval's about to hit you because your ice cream comes out from hiding. Anyway, that's enough discussion about ice cream. I'm fancying ice cream and I ain't got none. Anyway, Marufuji taking on Rockstar Spud in the next Explosion, which I'll set up in a minute. Of course, I won't be doing pre-show on that because everyone's now been used on the Explosion show, so we'll just fill the hour up. We're waiting for the final attendance, but that's an overrating of 37. Of course, because it's a B show, it doesn't bloody matter, and I couldn't care less what the rating is because this is a B show, so this is all the undercard, but we're putting it on the Knockouts and only the X Division, and the undercard for Impact is totally different, but I want to build the X division. I've got to rebuild the X division in this series, and the Knockouts division needs a lot of work. So put them on Explosion, therefore they don't knock down the ratings of TNA Impact. That's the plan. And anyway, you know what I'm like with plans. It always falls through. So we'll see you in a couple of ticks when I've booked the next episode. So I'm going to put you guys on pause. In other news, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Next table of Explosion. I found ice cream in the freezer. So I've had an ice cream. After all the talk of ice cream, I've had one. Right. Shall we roll on? So yeah, as I said, this one's not going to have the pre-show matches. Everyone's been used. I forgot to script Spud. This is just going to be like a little, the second table is just going to be more matches and angles to give the rest of more time to shine. But tonight I am on my own and I am standing here as your champion. Last week I lost the match, but tonight I will beat that stupid Japanese import and still be your X-Division champion. This is Explosion. Then we cut to the video package, and then JB and this guy. Can't remember the guy's name for whatever reason. When I was booking the angle, I can't remember the guy's name. His name is Pat Kenny. Obviously, he was a road agent during this time at TNA, and I totally forgot about it. To be honest, it totally gone across because he didn't do a lot. He was mainly, he didn't come on screen a lot. He was just backstage mainly. And they talk about the card tonight. Some of the matches you're going to get to see on Explosion ahead of this. Well, not this Sunday, but when this airs, this will be on the. So this will air just this week. This is the go-home edition of Explosion before the pay-per-view. Let's just say that, because I'm not going to get myself confused. In a title match, Awesome Kong defeated winner in 7:44 by Pimple Flying Splash. Winner 23, Awesome Kong 37. I love a bit of Awesome Kong. She's a big... Kira Stevens is a big woman who is absolutely terrifying, and I wouldn't want to be married to her myself. Whoever is married to her, I give them the best of looks. I swear she's married. But she had a very crap run in WWE. As Karma, and then, yeah, we're not even going to get into that run, that was awful. And then she left because she got pregnant and had a miscarriage, and then she's had a run with AEW, but she's at the moment off screen because she's filming the last series of Glow. But yeah, she's an amazing woman. Give her all the props in the world, I do. But in the Bad East West of Mattel Wrestling, Caleb Connolly defeated Pentagon Jr., Amazing Red, and Kushida in 8-12 when Caleb Connolly pinned Kushida with the inverted overdrive. Not something I want to do, really, is put Kushida on the Explosion, but he's a part of our junior heavyweight division, and that means he's going to be on this. And he's only getting 26 rating. Pentagon has got a 36 there. Amazing Red 32, and Caleb Connolly 33. You see, Pentagon is our highest rated wrestler in this whole match, so I guess 36. In about Dynamic Cheating Tail Wrestling, Gail Kim and Jade defeat Rosemary and Laurel Van Ness in 7:51. Gail Kim pinned Rosemary the inverted stomp face breaker. In terms of Gail Kim's social match, Laurel Van Ness 15, Rosemary 32, Jade 30, Gail Kim 46. Hence why Gail Kim's pinned Rosemary on this show tonight is so that we can book Gail Kim versus Rosemary for the Knockouts title at the pay-per-view. Because otherwise I'm totally going to forget about pay-per-views. You know what I'm like. So that's going to be a Knockouts Championship match against all odds. Yes, that's booked in. Awesome. That gets 38, which is not a bad match actually from the women. That leads us into our huge main event tonight as the X Division title is on the line as Marufuji will take on Rockstar Spud. In a poor match, Rockstar Spud defeated Marufuji in 22:05 by another 5-stone for Spud Splash. Rockstar Spud makes defense number 2 of the TNA X Division title. Now, I'm sorry, but this game is wrong. In a poor match, and it got us a 40. That's a pretty decent, I wouldn't say it's the best match in the world because it's on a P show and it's got a 40, but it's not bad compared to what we're doing on Impact. We're getting ratings like that on Impact every bloody episode. In fact, our ratings on Impact have been terrible, and that's why I'm trying to change to no set style so the ratings will go up. But yeah, that's pretty decent for me. Marufuji 36, Rockstar Spud 38. Of course, defending that X Division title there. Beautifully done. Of course, we have plans. I also need to sort that out. And after the match, of course, DJZ comes out attacking Spud and cementing that and then saying that he's been granted another chance for the title at Against All Odds. Of course, our next venture is going to be going to Japan after that with lockdown. So I'm really nervous about doing that. I'm really regretting that decision. But we'll see what happens. I think it might be a good show because we've got people like Kenny Omega and that going to be going, and hopefully I can strike up some deals with certain wrestlers in New Japan. But yes, that's going to be for the title. Let's book that. pre-book it. And actually, I do like doing it this way. Let's see what the rating got, this one. So I got a 39, which is better than the 30 we got last episode. So actually, that did better than the other thing. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you guys in a few ticks. This time it's going to be a bit of a longer tick than what it was before, because once my other half's finished watching, I'm going to watch the end of the film, and then while I watch the end of that, I'll book up the entirety of the first episode of Impact, which has been taped tonight. We've got 2 episodes of TNA Impact to do now. But we've done the explosion, we've got 2 episodes of TNA Impact, and then we've got Against All Odds in this episode. Oh, this is going to be a fun one. I'll see you in a few clicks. Welcome back. This is my ploy now to start off the episode with TNA Impact Wrestling. Our first Impact of the episode, and also our first taping of Impact of the night. And hopefully after this we'll know the figures for how many people turned up tonight in Las Vegas to come and see TNA Wrestling. But in a abysmal pre-show match, Tim Storm and Steve Corus defeat the Heat Seekers in 752 when Tim Storm pinned Elliot Russell with the Eye of the Storm. Sigmund 24, Elliot Russell 15, Steve Kearns 12, and Tim Storm 23. This will all become apparent why these guys are here later in the show, but we have a new deal with Billy Corgan. In a decent pre-show match, most of the Machine Guns and the Briscoes defeated All Night Express and the Bromess in 755 when Jay Briscoe pinned Kenny King. Mark Briscoe 48, Jay Briscoe 50, Saban 48, Alex Shelley 40, Robbie 32, Jesse Goddard 30, but Kenny King 40, and Rhett Titus 36, Call of 47. There ain't many pre-show matches, I promise you that. In a pre-show match, decent wrestling from the decent match crowd, but Subpar Wrestling, Alex Kozlov, Tiger Mask IV, Moose, Magno, and Al Snow defeated Aaron Rex, Bully Ray, Eli Drake, Kingston, Mighty School, Nate 22, and Tiger Mask IV pinned Mighty School the Flying Headbutt. Al Snow 29, Magno 15, Moose 41, Tiger Mask 43, Alex Kozlov 30, Mighty School 31, Kingston 36, Eli Drake 33, Bully Ray 58, and Aaron Rex 57. Got a 48 overall. Not bad. And my mouse stopped working then. Individual terrorists and Resistance Crowdy, Raw Machine defeat Mustache Money, 31 Hanson pin, 27 the super kick. Ray Rofe 21, Hanson 26, Tyler Bate 23, and 27 23. Got a 26, not bad at all. Individual decent match crowd was Subpar Wrestling, Cody, Kenny Omega, and Mike Bennett defeated Kama, Mahabali Shira, and JTG 9:30 when Kenny Omega pinned Mahabali Shira. JTG 29, Mahabali Shira 25, Karma 21, Mike Bennett 52, Kenny Omega 45, and Cody 58. If you don't know who Kama is, that's also the Godfather, also Papa Shango. Yeah, we brought him in for one night only tonight. What we at? So we get a recap of last week's show and the huge matches and angles. Now tonight we got the Falls County match. We cut to the venue, pyro goes off, and we're showing fans Mike, Taz, and Tony to back tonight's show. And then the Bullet Club's music hits. Bullet Club for life. And they come out and they look like they mean business tonight. And Kenny's got the mic and he goes, "Listen up. Tonight you're going to put us in a Falls County match. Are you stupid? This is going to destroy the card for Against All Odds, as Adam and the Young Bucks are going to take them out. We're not going to put them on the we're going to put them on the shelves. We're going to end their careers. Tonight is the end of them." And with this, he just drops the mic and they leave to the ring to go to the back. They get to 45. That is not going to be the main event tonight. I have a bigger main event planned, and that is why they've been bumped off. In a decent match, Jay Lethal defeats Juice from the Liger 8-19, both from the flying elbow. Jay Lethal 49, Juice from the Liger 42. These two don't click and it made for an awkward bout. 43. Okay, won't book them again. So JB's like, "That match was awesome, and joining me now, your United States champion, Bully Ray." And Bully's like, "JB, do you know who I am? I'm Bully Ray. And right now, I'm the United States champion. But once again, I've been hidden. And once again, I've been hidden. I've been hidden by the man they call Moose. I might have beaten him on the pre-show, but this time there'll be no pre-show. This time it's going to be main card. I quit for this title." As he suggests this, Moose enters a shot. So as he's saying that, Moose comes in and he goes, "You don't deserve that title. You're a disgrace. You took your ball and ran home. But now Sting is in charge, you come back. All you do is talk. And I've had enough. But let me tell you, this match is on. And I'm going to kick your ass and I'm going to make you say I quit." And when this Bully hits Moose, but it does nothing. It literally punches Moose. It does nothing. And then it's an all-out brawl in the backstage area. And then security come in and just split them up. And you can hear in the crowd the fans are trying to let them fight, let them fight. Gets a 44, not bad. This gets a 62, which is brilliant from Paul Heyman. So we see Paul in the interview area with JB, and it's just without JB now. It's just him backstage. We'll come back to the break. It feels like next week on the Go Home Impact, it's going to be Lashley versus Drew versus Tim Storm versus Rey Mysterio for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. Let me tell you this, it's this simple. Lashley will leave the champion and will defend that belt all over the world. You see, against all odds, it'll be us winning. Now, I've been told going into tonight's main event, because I ordered the match for Lashley event, and I'm told going into the main, and I've been told we're going into the main event tonight because I ordered a match for Lashley and Ryan against Bill Goldberg and Angle tonight to prove why the Bullet Club is non and void in TNA. We are the ones who rule this place. And with that, Paul Heyman walks off, so we know what the main event is for tonight. But next week, it was going to be a triple threat, but I think I'm going to be a bit cheeky with the Rey Mysterio situation, and that is by putting the belt on him, the NWA belt on Rey Mysterio, taking it off Tim Storm. We have got a working agreement now. We are in the alliance, so I want to use it. But yeah, putting the belt on him is going to allow me to use him more, and I think that is what's best for business. So that's going to happen next week with the NWA World Heavyweight title on the line. I'm going to give that 15. That will be the main event. Oh, I'm not worried about the North American. Well, I'll change the weight limits on that because there isn't a weight limit. I guess a 62, which is not bad. Great promo from Paul. This gets a 43 in about decent match. Subpar Wrestling, the Decay 2 defeat Red Dragon in 8:28 when Psycho Clown pinned Kyle O'Reilly. Kyle O'Reilly 45, Bobby Fish 42, Crazy Steve 31, Psycho Clown 34. Got a 43, not bad at all. In about decent match, Subpar Wrestling, D'Angelo Dinero defeated Grado in 8:10 by pinfall the DDE. Grado 17, D'Angelo Dinero 59, got a 48. In about good heat and decent wrestling, MVP and the Broken Hearted defeated the Bullet Club. Matt, Nick Jackson and Cole in 7:48 when MVP pinned Nick Jackson. MVP 53, Brother Nero 66, Broken Matt Hardy 60, Adam Cole 42, Nick Jackson 31, Matt Jackson 30. Getting into 58 overall. Of course, the Falls Count Anywhere match. We'll move on and go into the next promo. As MVP just grabs the mic and goes, once again, Bullet Club is full of idle threats. Look, once again, we kicked your ass, and in 2 weeks time, we'll do the same and against all odds. And I guess a 47, beautiful. In a double match, Drazen takes Jr. defeated Juice Robinson in 7:43 by pin for the 450 splash after James Mitchell interfered. Juice Robinson 23, Dragon Aztec Jr. got a 37, got a 36 overall. Not a bad match. Just get him on screen. And then in a good match, Eddie Edwards and James Storm defeated Mantaz and Abyss in 8:28 when James Storm pinned Mantaz with the Eye of the Storm. James Storm 61, Eddie Edwards 55, Abyss 50, 61, and Mantaz 43, which is a brilliant match. 54 rated match. Good gravy. Then after the match, the Bullet Club's music hits. They hit the ring and attack Eddie and Storm. Don't know why James Mitchell's on screen. Really bad. Before he gets to security, comes flooding the ring, and then Stings comes out with cops behind him. And Stings like, that is it. Next week, you're banned from the building. I've had it with all of you trying to destroy what I'm trying to rebuild. You're under arrest for hijacking the show 2 weeks ago and an unsolicited attack on Storm and Eddie. The police come out and the police come down the ramp, arrest Kenny, Adam, and the Young Bucks and take them away. I guess 42. In a decent match, Magnus defeated Aiden O'Shea in 7:31 by pinfall to Tremont. Aiden O'Shea 36, Magnus 57, got a 55. And then our main event of the night is going to be Ryan Reivers and Lashley taking on Bill Goldberg and Kurt Angle. And in an exceptional match, Ryan Reivers and Lashley defeated Bill Goldberg and Kurt Angle in 21:42 when Ryan Reivers pinned Kurt Angle. Lashley 61, Ryan Reivers 64, Kurt Angle 74, Bill Goldberg 72. Giving us a 67 overall. Brilliant match. And then after the match, Lashley and Reeves are celebrating the ring when Drew Galloway, Magnus, and Eve Carter run into attack, beating them down to the mat. And Lance Archer cannot come out to save them, getting a 59. Then in the post-bout, some great heat and good wrestling. EC3 and Drew Galloway defeated Lance Archer and Bram in 14:49 when Drew Galloway pinned Lance Archer with a Future Shock. Galloway 62, EC3 59, Bram 47, Lance Archer 60, got a 47 overall. That's where we finished the first set of tapings. Got a 63 overall. We would have gained popularity in 4 British regions, but due to our restricted numbers, we limited runs there we didn't. We got a increased popularity. I think that's a good show. We're starting to get some good shows now. We're starting to get the swing of this series. But we've got one more event to be recorded from this venue, and I will set that up in a little bit. But we'll see you probably tomorrow or later on. Thanks for watching. Welcome back to TNA Wrestling. I'm really gutted about the attendance figures here. 881 people at the Eastside Cannery Casino tonight in Vegas. That is terrible. I'm really upset about that. But we get clips of last week's show, then hype as the NWA returns to TNA tonight. Then we cut to the venue. Pride goes off on the stage, announces hype tonight's show and say Bullet Club are banned from the building, but will be allowed back this Sunday against all odds. Then James Storm music hits and he comes out to the ring. Of course, we've got two. I've got an entire week to fast forward. Till then, so Storm comes out and he goes, "Wow, look at this! I am out here on my own." Last week, Bullet Club attacked me and I had to lay there and take it with Eddie by my side. Look around tonight, and they're not here. We can do this on our own, so we will. This Sunday night is against all odds, and I am fired up. And I am ready, and I am fired up, and tonight I'm going to kick ass. But this Sunday night is going to be a war, and I cannot wait. I'm going to drink my beer and beat the Bullet Club into an inch of their lives. You have pissed me off. This is the end of you. Sorry about your damn luck. And then he drops the mic and leaves the ring with his music playing. And we go to a commercial saying that a representative of Challenge TV is coming. Goes to 57. Not a bad angle. And, of course, hinting at future storylines. In a bad enough with Cheating Tail Wrestling, Bram defeats Steve Curvis in 7:34 by pinfall without noise. Bram wins the NWA British Commonwealth Heavyweight title. Bram 50, Steve Curvis 10. It got to 32. I will be changing the name of that bout. I won't be changing the name of it. Bram sustained a back. Okay, whatever that is. If you want to pronounce it, it's fine. In a tag match, the Briscoe brothers defeated the Mustache Man and Heat Seekers and fully won. The order match was the Heat Seekers first, then Mustache Mountain. Briscoes are now the NWA World Tag Team Champions. Tyler Bate 23, 27 22, Mark Briscoe 50, Jay Briscoe 50, Sigmund 23, Elliot Russell 18. It doesn't mean that the title's always going to be on the shows. I'm not going to borrow them every week, whether the champions who are tonight are the champions. The only one I will do that with is the world title, for a good reason. But yeah, all the others won't be used every week. So they won't be appearing on the show every week. It's like every now and then we might have an NWA world title match. We're just going to be working with Billy Corgan to bring the best. And JB's like, well, it's great to see the NWA titles back on TNA, and we've still got a world title on the line in the main event. But joining me now, Eddie Edwards, who's got a shot at the TNA World Heavyweight title this coming Sunday. Eddie, over to you. And Eddie's like, thanks, JB. Look, this show is about the NWA making a long-awaited return to TNA. But look around this place. We don't need NWA. Why? Because we have our own world champion in Cody Rhodes. And this Sunday, I'm going to kick his ass and become the World Heavyweight champion again. You've attacked us, beaten us down, and now we are fired up. This is the final pay-per-view before lockdown. Inside the lethal lockdown, I'll be going to Comic-Con Hall as the TNA World Heavyweight Champion. And he walks off, and JB's like, well, that is one fired up Eddie, and he is in action here tonight. He gets a 45. This goes to 56. So we see Drew, EC3, Magnus, and Magnus backstage, and they're sat on some boxes, and Drew's standing a bit. Magnus and EC3 are sitting on some boxes. Drew's standing, and he looks into the camera, and he's like, "Frontline, we did your trick last week. We attacked you after the main event. You see, we are ready for war. This Sunday night, we're ready to kick your ass. But here tonight, I'm going to be going into a World Championship fight. Tonight with Rey Mysterio, Lashley, and Tim Storm. Tonight, I don't care who wins. As long as it's not Lashley here tonight, we kick ass and show you why Frontline is nothing but a joke when we beat them this Sunday." And they get to 56, which is not bad. Magnus invented a new catchphrase, which will likely boost his ability on his microphone, and as he now has a go-to line. And even Carter III benefit from a hot catchphrase. I haven't got a clue what his catchphrase is. But in a short match, DK, Dragon Aztec, Mantaz, and Abyss defeat Alex Kozlov, JTG, and Holly Shear in 5:23. Mantaz pinned Holly Shear with a flipping body slam. Abyss 60, Mantaz 43, Dragon Aztec 36, Shearer 28, JTG 31, and Alex Kozlov 31. Of course, we had them on Explosion. Though we had them on a pre-show prior to Impact, if you remember early on in the night. So they're going to be here tonight, just getting squished by the DK. In a good match, Eddie Edwards defeated Jay Lethal in 78 by pinfall with a forward long blower. Jay Lethal 55, Eddie Edwards 55 as well. Not bad. Have a bit of coffee. Gets a 52, which is quite a good match, actually. I'm really impressed with that. And this gets a 62, which is brilliant from these guys. And we see the Hardys backstage facing away from the camera. They turn around and they're wearing Young Bucks masks. Bear with it. And Broker's like, this is the face of the men who we would destroy this Sunday night in full metal mayhem. This Sunday night we will classify yourself obsolete. This Sunday night we walk away with the World Tag Team Champions. The World Tag Champions of the universe. And we will win. This Sunday night, Bucks of Youth. You will be deleted. Delete. And Brother Nero, why Hardy's going delete. Brother Nero goes, and classify yourself and find yourself obsolete. So a beautiful Hardy's promo there, gets a 62. And then Paul Heyman is backstage. And he gets a 66. Always, these angles are always the best ones to do. And we see Frontline in the interview area with JB, and Paul is just does not look happy. And Paul's like, Drew, you're an idiot. What you said earlier tonight is bollocks. You see, this... I'm not going to... Actually, no. Drew, you idiot. What you said earlier tonight is a load of old crap. You see, this Sunday night, my boys will go out there as a team and kill you for in the middle of that ring. Tonight, Lashley will walk away the NWA World Heavyweight title. Tonight is the night where we take more control. Billy Corgan might have asked us to do this tonight, but tonight he regrets that decision. And this Sunday is going to be a brutal bloodbath. And they go to 66. Beautiful. Just so you know that Sting has paid... I don't know why MVP is on screen. So Sting has paid for Billy Corgan, who tried to save TNA. And him have come up with a good deal. And the agreement is every now and then we'll put the NWA belts on TNA wrestling on the line every now and then. So the camera's rushing to a parking lot and we see MVP has been laid out. He's got a cut on his arm and on his head. There's no sign who did it, but we know who it was. So yeah, MVP was meant to cut a promo backstage and he's just been... We go there to that angle and he's already been laid out, so we don't know who it is. The venue we're in tonight holds 1,000 people and only having 881 is not what I wanted. In the next usual match, Ryan Reeves and Lance Archer defeated Grado and Juice Robinson in 5-6, and Lance Archer pinned Juice Robinson. Lance Archer 46, Ryan Reeves 51, Juice Robinson 21, and Grado 22. That's just a 30 match, just get them on screen. And wrestling. In about great heat and decent wrestling, James Storm defeated Mike Bennett in 7:23 by pin of the 8-second ride. James Storm 54, Mike Bennett 45. Mike Bennett seemed off his game, but Storm and Mike Bennett don't click as well. We get to 48, so... And then we see Bully Ray pacing up and down backstage corridor, and Bully's like, Moose, this is your final curtain. This Sunday night, when you face me for this United States title, this Sunday night is going to be me facing you in an I Quit match, and this is going to be the end of Moose in TNA. And with this, he walks off. Very quick, very brief. We kind of know how heated this rivalry is. We don't need to do too much with it, and I think that's just a great way of reminding people this is going to happen and this is going to go down this Sunday night. He gets 58. In a decent match, even caught a third, and Magnus defeated All Night Express 70 when Magnus pinned Kenny King with a torment. Kenny King 39, Rhett Titus 36, Magnus 57, and even caught the third 59. Gets a 56. Beautiful. And then that leads into our main event tonight. It's Rey Mysterio Jr., Rey Mysterio, Ryan Reeves, Drew Galloway, and Tim Storm all face for the NWA World Heavyweight title. And in about a good heat and decent wrestling, Rey Mysterio defeated Drew Galloway, Tim Storm, and Lashley. But Rey Mysterio Jr. pinned Tim Storm in 6:09 into a second seed Storm. Rey Mysterio is now the NWA World Heavyweight Champion. Lashley 61, Drew Galloway 62, Tim Storm 23, Rey Mysterio 60. The reason I put the title on Rey Mysterio is I've only got one appearance agreement tonight, which was tonight, and then he leaves. He will not sign with us at the moment because he still thinks we're too small. Putting the NWA belt on him means we can bring him in every week for tapings and pay-per-views as the NWA World Champion and have him appear on the show every week, like he would be under contract. A genius plug-in by me. The only title we will see every week is Rey Mysterio's, but I won't be using it. Show increased popularity in 11, but we could have gained popularity in British, but we didn't. We get to 58 overall, which is great, increasing our popularity everywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you on Sunday night for Against All Odds. And we arrive at Against All Odds with 2,236 people. The venue at UCF. I don't know why we got such a low rate attendance. When we was expecting 2,500, we got less than that for this show, which is appalling. But we're live on YouTube and on TNA.com for the pre-show tonight, as we open up with a X Division 8-man tag match, as Pete, Amazing Red, Braxton Shutter, Kushida, and Marufuji defeat Pete Dunne, Pentagon Jr., Andre Everett, and Caleb Conley, and 8:25 when Braxton Shutter pinned out Pentagon Jr. with a neck breaker. Everett got a 30, Pentagon got a 31, Pete Dunne got a 23, Marufuji got a 42, Kushida got a 30, Braxton Shutter got a 33, and Amazing Red got a 34. As you can see, whenever we do these matches tonight, it will be Jeremy Borash and Pat Kenny calling the action for the X Division. Thank you, Pat Kenny, who also was a road agent for that match, which is amazing. In a poor pre-show match, this got a 40, and you're calling this match poor? I'm not. Red Dragon defeat Mustache Mountain in 8:15 when Bobby Fish pinned Trent Seven the Moonsault. Kyle O'Reilly 45, Bobby Fish 41, Tyler Bate 26, Trent 7 23, got a 40, not bad. Next up is in a pre-show about good heat, decent wrestling. Aaron Rex defeated Juice von Liger by pinfall the Terminus. Juice von Liger 48, Aaron Rex 55, got a 58. Not a bad pre-show match that wasn't. In a pre-show bout, didn't have much heat and terrible wrestling. The Decay, Dragon Aztec Jr., Montez, Psycho Clown, Crazy Stephen Abyss defeat Al Snow, Grado, War Machine, and Juice Robinson at 750 when Montez pinned Hanson with the flipping body slam. Abyss 60, Crazy Steve 31, Psycho Clown 29, Montez 27, Dragon Aztec 30, Juice 28, Ray Rowe got a 23, Hanson got a 27, Grado 27, Al Snow 29. So yeah, the standout star was Abyss, as always. Gets a 44, not bad. It's only on pre-show. In a decent pre-show match, Tiger Mask IV defeated Jay Leaf on 8:13 by pinfall the Tigerplex. Tiger Mask IV got a 43, Jay Leaf got a 56, got a 55, not bad. And then in our final pre-show match of the night and our pre-show main event, in a decent pre-show match, most of Machine Guns defeat All Night Express, the Briscoes and Bromez in 10:22. The order of match was All Night Express first, then the Bromez, and finally the Briscoes. Kenny King 43, Rhett Titus 36, Chris Sabin 50, Ali Shelley 45, Mark Briscoe 51, Joe Briscoe 51, Robbie E 34, and Jesse Goddard 30. Nice, decent little pre-show main event style match. I know there's a lot of matches on the pre-show. We're going to use the full hour we have available on pre-shows at pay-per-views to fill in with some decent matches and have a whole hour of exclusive wrestling, even when the big four can now be 4 hours long. So lockdown's going to be 4 hours. So during this, we get clips of the last 2 months of storylines with the voiceover. So yeah, basically we're getting clips of everything that's been going on the TNA Impact. I need to get my pay-per-view voice out. You ready? There comes a time when men and women fight, and there comes a time against all the odds when one must rise. Tonight that will happen in that very ring. Men will rise and some will fall, but against all odds, they will win. And now, TNA Wrestling and Direct Insurance presents TNA Wrestling Against All Odds. So then we cut to the venue. Pryor goes on stage, boom, 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 boom. Then we're showing the fans before cutting to Mike, Tony, and Taz, who hype tonight's card and talk about the night. They also say that they will be leaving the commentary table in just a minute for Jeremy Borash and Scott, whatever that guy's name is, Pat Kenny. There we go. To join for the first match, which is going to be an over-the-top rope 20-woman battle royal. I've rebuilt the X Division. I've rebuilt the Tag Division. So now it was time for the Knockouts Division, and that's what we've done. We have hired a load of women for the Knockouts Division, and they are all ready to perform for you tonight. Yeah, we also got the Knockouts match. So this is a bonus match on the main card. But in a bout, we didn't have much heat in Tell Wrestling. Velvet Sky won a Battle Royal in 15:23. The other members of the Final Four were Tara, Macy, Estella, and Jordan Grace, with Tara being the final elimination. Velvet Sky got the most eliminations over the course of the match. So Akira Hamada has debuted a Joshi show, so she's made a return. Big Swole, Old School Face, Jordan Grace, Old School Face, Macy Stella's debuted a Southern Belle, ODB, Trash, Tara Badass, Velvet Sky, Diva, and Winter's debuted a Supernatural gimmick. So yeah, we've got a few returns in here. We've got some debuts. This is Ali, Ranio Andrews, Awesome Kong, Akira Hamada, Big Swole, Brandy Rhodes, Io Shirai, Jade, Jordan Grace, Kira Hydro, Lowell Van Ness, Macy Stella, Manig, Maria Canellis, Marty Bell, ODB, Raquel, Sienna, Tara, Velvet Sky, and Winter all performing this match, as you can see. Some returns there. We've got Tara returning, got Velvet Sky returning, got Winter returning, ODB returning to the Knockouts Division, and debuts from Hamada returning as well. But then we've got some debuts as well. Gets a 36. It's only the opening match. It's not going to be a big problem. And then we cut to the backstage area where JB is standing, and he's like, what a way to kick off against all odds. And Sky will be faced Rosemary in the main event on Explosion this coming week. We will change that to whoever wins the Knockouts title match later in the evening. She'll face them on Explosion this coming week. Next up will be James Storm and MVP facing Kenny Omega and Adam Cole. boys, how do you feel? And James was like, look at this place. Stinger's rebuilding the X Division, and now the knockouts. He's done the tag division too. There is a group of men who want to destroy TNA, and that is the Bullet Club. And next up is me and MVP taking on the leader and Adam Cole. I'm ready for this. I'm fired up, JB, and that's why this match is next. I can't handle standing here. All hell would break loose. So I'm sorry about the damn luck. And MVP's like, we're not stupid. We've seen the attack. We know it was you. And now I'm ready. Let's do this. So very short from MVP there, but James Storm, he's like, this match is going now because we can't wait all night for it because all hell break loose. And MVP is like, yeah, we know who attacked me. It's obvious. Let's go out there and prove it in the ring. And that match gets a 56 in about a good heat and decent wrestling. James Storm and MVP defeat Kenny Omega and Adam Cole in 12:54 when MVP pinned Kenny Omega. MVP 50, James Storm 62, Adam Cole 48, Kenny Omega 44. Got a 56, which is a brilliant match. That's really good for the very first match. And then Tony's like, well, JB is ringside for our next two matches here tonight. I'm standing with your X Division champion, Rockstar Spud. How do you feel about your match here tonight? And Spud's like, Tony, I know you're not seeing the last 2 weeks of Explosion, but this past week I beat Marufuji in our match. You see, I've been beating DJZ so many times, it's becoming a joke right now. And I'm feeling this tonight. I win again. I will still be the X Division champion because the British invasion is taking over. And he just walks off at that point, and JB's like, that match is next. But Paul Heyman is asking for some time. Let's send it to the locker room of Frontline. And I guess a 44? That's pretty decent from Spud, actually, a 44 promo. This gets a 62. We knew this would do good. I had to do a promo with Paul Heyman. And we see the locker room of Frontline. Ryan, Lance, and Lashley all sat down. And Paul is standing and staring down the camera. And Paul's like, I was not scheduled to get an interview here tonight, so I'm taking action. You see, you've seen last week. You see, week in and week out, and tonight we make history when we beat the living hell out of the Force. Tonight is going to be us rising above and beyond, and proving why the front line is the biggest threat in all of TNA. And with this, Paul Heyman just gets hold of the Gamma guy and just pushes him out and shuts the door, and he gets a 62. Beautiful. Quick promo there from Paul Heyman. And that will lead us into our X Division match of the night. In a decent match, Rockstar Spud defeat DJZ in 10:26 by pinfall of 5-stone Spud. Rockstar Spud makes defense number 3 of the TNA X Division title. DJZ 44, Rockstar Spud 39. Got a 44. Not bad. Quite happy with that. Quite good. In a decent match, Rosemary defeated Gail Kim in 10:04 by pinfall Olympic Slam after James Mitchell got involved. Rosemary makes defense number 4 of the TNA Knockouts title. Gail Kim 48, Rosemary 35. Of course, for both of these matches, Jeremy Bulrush and Pat Kenny called the action, which helped the match and gave the match a boost, which is quite good. 47. Can't complain. Then we go into our big marquee match of the night. In an exceptional match, Bill Goldberg defeated Kurt Angle in 12:13 by pinfall the spear. Kurt Angle 73, Bill Goldberg got a 71. This match got a 60 rating. Not going to complain. Pretty good match. Quite happy with the 60. It was just a, kind of put the two big names on the pay-per-view cards, see if we can draw people. Didn't work. And we go backstage where we see the Hardys getting ready for their ladder match, and they're getting ready in the interview area, and Broken Matt is coming. Is like, it is next. Yes, it's time for Full Metal Mayhem for the Universal World Tag Team titles. It's time for me and my brother to delete and make the young Bucks of Youth, obsolete. And they were like, it's time to make yourselves obsolete. And they both say obsolete together afterwards. Gets 62, which is a brilliant promo for the Hardys. And this match gets a 63, which is amazing. In a good match, the Young Bucks defeated Broken Hardys in a tables, ladders, and chair match, or Full Metal Mayhem in 14:48 when Matt Jackson retrieved the item. The Young Bucks are now the TNA World Tag Team Champions. Nick Jackson 44, Matt Jackson 46, Broken Matt 62, Brother Nero, Jesus, out there with a 71, getting a 63. That is an amazing match. The plan is to take the Broken Hardys out of the tag division and put them into singles runs. After this, and to really utilise them a bit better because they're so good in the ring, and yeah. But yeah, the Young Bucks, beautiful match. Can walk away from that very happy in my head. Next up, we don't need to do an angle for this. We've just got a hype package showing off the animosity between Bully Ray and Moose from last last month's pay-per-view all the way to this past week on TV, and it does wow. And about a good heat and decent wrestling, Bully Ray defeated Moose in a light quit match in 10-24 by submission. Bully Ray makes defense number 2 of the United States title. Moose 42, Bully Ray 59, got a 51. I can walk away from that match happy. And this gets a 58. Not the best promo, but a 58 you can be happy with. And we see Drew, EC3 and Magnus standing at the gorilla position where the curtain is. And Drew's like, in a minute, I'm going to walk out through that curtain with my friends and we're going to kick ass and win. We're not going to stand for crap. And we will win and we will prove Frontline is nothing but hype. And with that, the music starts and we go into the match. And in a battle of fantastic heat and great wrestling, Frontline, Drew with Drew Galloway, Magnus and Ethan got the third in 15-24 and double countout. Lashley 61, Ryan Reeves 64, Lance Archer 57. Ethan Carter the third got a 59, Magnus got a 55, Drew Galloway got a 61. This got a 64 rated match. That is beautiful. Let's move on. I need a drink. My throat is killing me today. So after the match, they keep fighting. Security flood the ring and split them up. And then Sting's music hits. I don't know why Sting is not on screen, but he's meant to be on screen. And Sting's like, I've had it with this crap. Once again, you've pissed me off. And so in 4 weeks, I'm going to make history. We're going to make history at Lockdown. And there's not going to be one Lethal Lockdown. There's going to be 2. And you 6 men are in the second one. Now get out of my sight. We've got a world title match to get on with. So yeah, after that double DQ, it wasn't a decision I made lightly to do the draw. I would sooner have on the pay-per-view, a legitimate winner. Making sure you get a finish what makes sense. But for this match to happen, I had to make the decision of having them lose or lose and draw, and then brawling after the match, then Sting to come out and make the match. It is only the way you could make this match make sense in storyline angles. So that's going to be happening at Ethan got the third. So that's going to be so one of them's going to open, one of them's going to close. This will probably open the pay-per-view at Corrigan Hall. But yeah, the pay-per-view is going to be 4 hours anyway, so. And we'll just put our Lethal Lockdown arrow there just so it can be pre-booked. There we go. So that's a Lethal Lockdown match. I'm really excited for that one. I think Lockdown's going to be a brilliant show. And now we have the cat come and have a purr session. So yay. This makes the video more exciting when we have the cat turn up. Right? Good girl. So yeah, we get a 64, which is quite good. Cody gets a 54, which is quite good for him, to be honest, especially with the recent stuff we've been doing on TV and stuff. We haven't really used Cody in a position where he talks on his own. So this is probably the first time we've done it since he's won the title, because we normally put Kenny Omega, the one doing all the talking, as the leader of the Bullet Club. So JB is like, it's time, the main event, as Cody faces Eddie for the World Heavyweight Championship. Joining me now, Cody. Cody, how do you feel going into the match? And Cody's like, you've seen tonight. We've got the World Tag Title. We've got the World Tag Titles, and I'm not going to lose this. Eddie, you're not worthy of this championship. You don't deserve this title. And tonight, I'm going to prove to all the fans in attendance on tonight and watching on pay-per-view that I'm the best thing to happen to the TNA World Title since Bully Ray. Since Bully Ray, and with this he storms off, and JB's like, that match is next. I will be hiring another announcer because I need JB to kind of be the ring announcer. So we're going to be hiring someone else to do backstage interviews. I will be doing that off camera after this episode, so that will come into play in episode 5, which will probably start in January. So I'll probably take a break from recording after I've done this week's worth. But in about great heat, decent wrestling, Cody defeated Eddie Edwards in 21-44 by pinfall at Crossroads. Cody makes defense number 1 of the TNA World Heavyweight title. Eddie Edwards 48, Cody 55. Got a 57. Not the best main event, but still, that's how we close out the show. Cody standing tall. Bullet Club with 2 titles. We've finished tonight's show with a rating of 59. That is nearly enough for 60. I'm happy with that. And I'm going to give it to Brother Nero. I'm going to give it to Bill Goldberg. And I'm going to give it to Kurt Angle, who are the stars of tonight's show. I'm going to praise all of them for their great performances here. And we'll end the episode there. I want to thank you all for watching episode number 4 of this series. Hopefully you're enjoying the series as much as I am, and hopefully you're enjoying all the other series on the channel as much as I am. And we'll see you guys on the other side in episode number 5. And I'm not sure when that's going to be coming because we've got Christmas. I'm recording this so far in advance, but I know that this is the week before Christmas. You're watching this. So you might not get one at Christmas, but we'll see. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. We'll see you guys again real soon. And we'll see you for Lockdown into episode 6. But first we've got episode 5. And we've got 2 episodes of Impact and 2 episodes of Explosion to get through. We'll see you then. Thank you for watching.